This is the Adulting Course Conclusion Letter to my Great-Grandchildren. Dear Great-Grandchildren, here are your parents right now. I'll probably never know them as adults and may not ever meet you, unless you figure out the zombie thing. But I'm compelled to send you this message hoping that you'll still have the technology to play it back. I already know about your time. I can see the future. You live in a time of change. The things your parents and teachers thought were impossible will happen, and more. So the best thing for you is to be adaptable. Learn how to grow, prepare, and preserve your own food. This teaches you how to care for life in whatever form and also teaches you patience. I know I said this was difficult and strenuous, but do it anyway. Your grandmothers, by the way, were excellent farmers. Learn how to work with simple tools to build projects. Carpentry, simple plumbing, and basic electricity. Will give you a sense of accomplishment, plus give you more respect for the people that do it for a living, plus make you able to build shelter if you need it. You need to learn enough math to understand probability and enough reading to read history. Learn about the use, misuse, and abuse of money. Money, as we said, is a system to store work. This is a very useful thing to do if you're not big into work. You should do something really difficult. This doesn't have to be physical, but it can be. Since we didn't give you rites of passage, you should make your own. Run the marathon, climb rocks, ride a bike, and learn how to repair it. Nothing else you do will seem as difficult after that. Be a content creator. Most people are content consumers. Content creators lie at the top of the scale for social value. It's best but not necessary for you to create content and get paid for it. Content creation requires a little talent but also some courage, which I hope you have. Partnering is easy if you have high social value. If you do some of the things we talked about earlier, you'll probably not have any problems. Keep in mind that social value, like talent, sometimes has a shelf life. Education. Keep in mind that, like all investments, education should be a business decision. In your era, art history may pay better than it does in this time, and if that's the case, feel free to learn it. But you'd be better off if you kept your engineering job and did art history on the side. Packaging. For the past 14,000 years, people have used packaging as a form of communication. I would put a high probability on this being the case in your time, perhaps even more so. Therefore, pay attention to this. P.S. I predict the return of bell-bottoms. Predicting the future. Hopefully you'll find that you're better at this than most of the people around you. If this is the case, learn how to get out of the way of anything that is about to hit you. If there's one thing I wish I had done better, is to have been better at social calibration. You can have a pretty good life if you're good at 3 of the 5 things here on the right. Some of this is controllable. Realistic self-assessment is an important skill as well. One last thing. Learn to write well enough to do a letter to your great-grandchildren. That may not help them, but it'll make it seem like you tried. This is the end of the course. Thanks for watching.